Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite, and we are continuing where we left off. It's been a few days for me, so yeah. Anyway, the next morning, the two of us ate breakfast together as usual. Can you pass the salt, please? Sure. I've become used to this lifestyle, a lifestyle that shouldn't even be happening anymore. In the end, I never found out what the president was going to say last night. For a moment, I had a premonition about a certain future, but nothing has changed. I'm sure it was just my imagination. The only other thing would be ending our cohabitating life here. This is the president's vacation home. He might want to return to his regular home soon. I'm quite fond of the life here, but I shouldn't take advantage of his kindness. Besides, being here was not a requirement for the job. Oh, was not required for the job. The contract that we signed came to mind. Then there was the payments. That was coming out of the president's personal funds. This home and the bills are all paid by him. We're not a real couple. I think it's about time I pack my things. I think I should go and find Chi, since he's gone missing again. I continue to eat while feeling a little sad at this. After finishing, I hear a familiar voice on the news. Hi, good morning. It's the Lost York TV 7 o'clock news. Today we'll broadcast live from 6th Avenue about Gil Lovecraft, a writing? Living? A writer? A writer living in Lost York who won the literary prize. Just recently, Gil Lovecraft won the Golden Lost York Literary Prize for his book, I Can See Nothing But You. Oh my god, in every route, he's just obsessed. I mean, I get it in the common route, but in this one, it's like, Gil's off doing his own thing. No, writing books, pining. Playing his route first, and you'd be like, oh, and then you're going to feel guilty, but playing his route in the middle, in the wreck of it, it's still going to, no matter where you play his route, you're just going to feel bad about it. You're just going to fucking feel bad about it. God damn it. I'm going to interview his neighbors about what he's really like. No way! He won the Golden Lost York Literary Prize? Golden Lost York Literary Prize. And that's quite the award he got. The Golden Lost York Literary Prize is a tongue twister is what it is a highly respected award. The winner is reported heavily on in the news every year. And Gil won that. That's amazing! Seeing Gil's face on the news made me open my eyes wide with surprise. Is Shelby jealous? Oh. And speaking of which, how is his search for a marriage partner? Don't know. He didn't say much about the new project plan presentation. He's not a member anymore, so I don't know his situation. When he quit, I do remember him saying that he wants to go face-to-face with his lovelorn self. I see. So he's going to do that. That's what he said. Maybe he's able to complete that and be rid of the lovelorn Parasite name. If he was able to forget about his lost love, there's a chance that he can find someone new. He wrote a book about you! He's never gonna let it go! But seeing how Gil's book is titled, I Only Have Eyes for You, sounds really ominous to me. Okay, there you go, thanks. I should try to rid myself of that too, but... Do you think Shelby knew that Gil was in love with her and he's like, yeah, he's trying to rid himself of being in love with you and I should do that? And like, good God, I mean... The president looks at the TV with a bit of sadness in his eyes. He shakes his head and then stands up. I'm sorry, but there's a meeting I need to get to, so I'll be leaving first. I'm sorry I can't drive you. No, it's all right. Have a nice day. Yeah. The president puts on his suit jacket and leaves. His dish was cleaned off, but it's only been about 10 minutes since he started eating. He must have wolfed it down. I hope things are okay. Eating slowly should be better for your health, but the president eats awfully fast as if he wants to get to work faster. He just wants to be away from you because he loves you so much and this hurts him. Oh. We started the breakfast routine to appear more like a couple. Prior to this, the president only takes his jelly drink for food. I feel like all of a sudden, especially in this part, does the wording sound a little awkward? Because there were times where you're like, that sounds a little weird. But like this part, maybe it's my brain. Is my brain not functioning? Or sometimes the phrasing is just a little off. somehow in this part. Like, the president only takes his jelly drink for food. That's... Like, so I feel like there was, like, we translated it, but we didn't clean it up to make it sound more natural, because that sounds awkward as fuck. He puts his effort into work. He puts his effort into work at every waking hour. That was for the company and for his own prestige. If possible, I wish he would eat a bit slower. There doesn't seem to be any sign of him letting up as the prestige parasite. He was quite nice during yesterday's date, but it's back to work mode this morning. It sure is difficult. I chew on my toast as I look at the door the president just walked out of. The news on TV is still talking about Gil. Next thing you see is Shelby, like, banging on Gil's door in the background. Tell me how to get over here! Gil's like, I haven't been able to do it! Alan. Wait, are you both in love with her? That's perfect. Then I can be in love with her too, because I'm only in love with women. Oh wait, is she not in love with you? Damn it. Like, Ryuki, she might be like at 72. I don't know. Raoul's just fucking talking to a pigeon about frickin' mythology. Because, you know, pigeon's the only thing that appears to be listening. Good morning. Did you see the news this morning? I sure did. That was amazing for Gil. Good going, Gil. So anyway, I have a suggestion. You're off today at 7 p.m., right? Yeah, I am. How about we go and celebrate with Gil? Great idea. Gil should have feelings for Clarice, so if she's celebrating with him, he would love it. Oh, I kind of hope she never finds out in this route, because she didn't have to crush him. All right then, I'll contact Gil. I'll message you once we hash out the details. Oh, she's not going to show up. It's going to be a date now. Sure, thanks. And then Shelby's going to be like, but I love you. You can't be with Gil. It's probably not what's going to happen, but I'm just saying, right? Clarice walked away while waving. I'm sure Gil will be overjoyed. Clarice is being considerate for Gil. That would give Gil courage. Gil's still suffering from lost love from Clarice. See, still suffering from lost love from Clarice. That's also a very weird sentence. I feel like it's fallen off the rails now. Like before it was like, okay, whatever. I mean, but I guess in Raoul and Ryuki's, there's just missing shit, so I don't know, or it just isn't formatted, so it's like, while you're going through those, could you maybe dust up some of the translations a little? Look. I can't help it. I'm gonna make comments when it's awkward and be like, that's awkward, that's weird. Tim, what the fuck are you doing? But at the same time, on the other hand, it's like, I'll take it. I'll take the wonky translations and the awkward sentences and the weird phrasings because we're at least getting games translated. So, like, if it's a little freaking awkward, I'll take it. It's better than not being able to read them at all. Look, still gonna point it out, but also still just happy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I shouldn't complain about, like, seriously, could we have done better? Well, you know what, though? You're churning out game after game. It's not like we're only... If we got one game a year, it'd be like, you have no fucking excuse. But it's like, we have this game, and then this game, and then this game. And, like, I know they're different now. This was Idea Factory, right? This was Idea Factory International, and all the other ones are Access. But, like, Idea Factory International hasn't done any in a while. They didn't do any last year, did they? But, like, you know, the rate that they're also starting to churn these out, because I think they have like 3 or 4. And then like Access has 3 or 4. You know, it's like, you're just like, you know, I'm not going to complain. I shouldn't complain. I will, but it's not really a complaint. I'm just pointing it out and like, this is awkward. And if we could, you know, just dust that up a little, be okay. But like, if you don't, it's fine. Just keep churning it out. It's fine. It's better than some localizations we've got that are legit machine translated, that are painful to read. Ayakashi Koigi Kyoku. We played that. That was terrible. That was terrible. Some of the mixed... terrible. So this is better, but it's just... But it's weird, because every once in a while you get an awkward sentence and you're like, huh. But I just feel like now, in the last 5 minutes, it's like, there's a lot of awkward sentences happening now. As like whoever was in charge of this chapter just was like, it's fine. Like, you know, like was it the end of their workday and they're like, it's Friday, we got like an hour left to just fine. And they just churned it out and was like, yes, I'm done. And then they just no fucks were given. It's kind of like how you act the day before you go on vacation. You're like, whatever. It's 9 a.m. No, I don't care anymore. And they're like, you work till whatever. 9 a.m. I'm done. Like, I'm on vacation mode already. So like, anyway. And I better work hard as their Cupid. Alright, let's think of a plan to try to matchmake them. I started getting to work while filled with excitement. It's the first time in a while that I really felt I was taking the role of Cupid. Taking on the role of Cupid would have sounded better, but that's the least of the awkward sentences. Oh, Shelby, why are you on the subway, sweetie? I was on the subway looking at work documents on my phone as usual. Still, feels like it's been a while since I got on the subway. And today's business lunch will have alcohol served. And because it's close to the station, I took the subway instead of the car. Thanks for explaining that. I was also interested in the subway since she normally takes it for her commute. He's like, I have never taken the subway before and I do not know what I am doing. So this is how she commutes when I don't drive her. It's like he's never been on a subway before. I mean, I don't take subways often, but that's also because I don't live in a city with a subway. But if I lived in Lost York, you'd think that you would have at least taken it once or twice. I imagine how she would look usually, and I couldn't help but frown. And that's because it reminded me of the amusement park date. In the end, I couldn't say it. I've prepared so many words for that, but it wouldn't come out of my mouth. But what if I said it and she rejected me? And we wouldn't be able to keep going with what we have. I was afraid of that. It's so pitiful of me. It kinda is, but it's cute. But I haven't faced anyone head-on for over a decade. Oh. I feel that, though. Not really over a decade, but, you know, you're like, yeah, I just don't either, Shelby, so I get it. I can't help but feel that she's treating me this nicely only because I'm the president. She said herself that she was uninterested in status. Even if that were true at the time, something could initiate a change of heart. If I didn't believe how she expressed her disinterest on status, I wouldn't have ended up like this. I felt that without my prestige, I would be worthless. I was desperate to defend my status. But if that were the case, I shouldn't be preoccupied with romance right now. I should have better things to do. But looking from that perspective, I shouldn't be looking for marriage in the first place. I opened the emails sent to me by her yesterday, and there was data of Cupid Corps members. They requested to meet me. I want to live like a president's wife. What's life as a president's wife like? I want to go to parties. Most of the applicants have written down their reasons for applying. Hey, at least they're being honest. I want to be a president's wife. I like money. I want to go to parties. I'd be like, I do not have a problem with a large bank account. I mean, I have a problem in that I don't have a large bank account, but I would not complain in the least if I had a large bank account. I got 99 problems and a large bank account is not fucking one of them. Okay. I would love for that to be one of my problems. Gosh, my life is so hard. I have like the perfect body, I have the perfect life, I have a huge bank account. Like, gosh, it's hard. I want that kind of hard, okay? I do. Anyway. And they're all desiring the title of a president's wife and a life of glamour. I mean, I don't really necessarily think we had the life of glamour as a president's wife, but like, money, sure. Almost all of them expressed yearning for prestige. It made me realize that it didn't have to be me at all. See, that's exactly it right there. Do you want to just be arm candy, Shelby? You can be my arm candy. I might actually like you, though, and not just be like, this is my husband, he's rich, and he's arm candy. Sweetie, shut up, nobody asked you. Like, I was simply breathing. I didn't ask! Shelby, Jesus! Like, I would at least be nice to you. Because he's precious and adorable. I'm like, oh, do you need a head pet? Do you need hugs? Look at you and your sexy vest. What, you're not going to be home today? Whatever. That's fine. I got shit to do, yo. We gotta spend once in a while together, but like all the time, it's fine. And what's important isn't my personality, but my prestige. I told myself to never forget. The world is made this way. And that's why I continue to build upon my prestige. And yes, we don't care. But why does it feel so empty? I've built up my prestige so that more people would rely on me like this. No way! You joined Cupid Corporation because you were after the president too? Hide your face, Shelby! I heard some women sitting nearby mention the company's name. I jumped in surprise. Meanwhile, they have no idea he's right there. I turn away so they don't see my face while I eavesdrop on them. They said on TV that it's great timing for women looking to get married. If it goes great, then you get to be the president's wife. Isn't that great? That's too naive. There's probably tons of people like you joining for the same reason. That's going to be lots of competition. But it's my chance to become a president's wife. I'll totally be marrying up. You don't get a chance like that every day. That's true. I'm planning on marrying up too. Marrying up? President's wife? Even here I heard the same words that I read in the profile documents. Again, at least they're honest in the profile documents, not like, I want to know your soul. They don't give a shit. Everyone really cares about prestige. Nothing has changed since middle school. I realize that this is what humanity is all about. Look, you're handsome and you're rich. That's a good starting point. When you turn out to be a fucking douchehole, it's like, and peace. You just happen to actually be a wonderful human being, which just doesn't happen, so. Hey, let's go to the club. Drinks are on me. Like, what's happened to Shelby? I remember some bitter memories that causes a shooting pain in my heart. I'm not that same kid anymore. I've worked hard to obtain the prestige with the title of president of Cupid Corps. But what if I lost that prestige by chance? What if I'm no longer the president? I become a worthless human being in the eyes of others. Not to us or the people that matter, but to these harpies, yeah. That's right. Never forget that Shelby snail. To remain as SS, that's my worth in life. Oh, good lord. To be SS, I have to have prestige, and that's the only reason my life is going so smoothly. She's helping me thanks to that. We're helping you because you're a client, technically, but then also we do like you as a human being. But if there's someone else that has more worth than me, everyone will go to them. And that's what humans do. You've met some shitty humans. This man needs therapy. Sweetie, you don't need a wife. You need a therapist. I look at my phone screen and see the list of applicants for marriage. I didn't even have the slightest desire to marry anyone right now. That's not true. You want to marry me. I looked through the list of members while groaning. Among the members that I manage, I've had 3 couples marry since the start of the month. Others have changed their statuses to dating or are actively participating in matchmaking parties hosted by Cupid Corps. The start of the month. I hope it's not people that I was working with for... I just started. It was like on the first... And by the 3rd, they're married. Because that's a little... This is like Sims level, like, marriage dating. Like... But there's one member that still suspended his activity in matchmaking. And that is Shelby Snail, our president. I sent him the list, but he doesn't respond. I find it doubtful if he's even reading it. No, he is, but he's sad about it. Besides, when Owen acted on his behalf, it's been years since he'd been on a match date. Besides when Owen acted on his behalf. Okay, I read that weird. It's been years since he's been on a match date. This is where his managing advisor should come in, but I just don't feel like moving forward with it. I get the feeling that ordinary methods aren't going to work. There are lots of applicants, so maybe I should follow up with him regardless of whether he'll accept or reject. Otherwise, it's rude to the members who applied in the first place. What are you mulling about? You scared me. It's just you, Clarice. Yep, I'm Clarice, all right. Oh, about Gil. He responded saying that he'd love to come. She is so not going to show up. So we're meeting up at Diner Cutie at 7:30. Are you okay with that? Sure, thanks, Clarice. You're welcome. So what's on your mind? Is it about the president? Clarice points at my screen. There was a list of applicants for the president. Okay, here we go. I was like, why isn't it skipping? There are 120 people in line, huh? That's quite the number. Yeah, a lot happened since the press conference. The president could be too busy. I was wondering what to do about it. I handed him the list the other day. Some members just joined to meet the president, so I thought he should respond, even if it's to turn them down. Oh, I see. But if that increases our membership, that's fine. These people didn't apply only to the president, right? Yeah, I did introduce other members to them, so some are making progress in dating. But they're wondering if they'll receive a formal rejection. Maybe I should go and poke the president about it. Speaking of which, Owen said he should be back soon from the meeting. Really? And then it should be faster to ask him directly. I typed an email to the president to confirm and managed to secure a meeting time. Need to meet with you immediately, or I'll die. And with the increase of membership due to you, I was hoping you would provide some sort of response. After I finished my explanation, the president remained in his chair with his elbows on his desk, motionless. His hands are folded, and he made a serious expression while desperately thinking of something. President, are you all right? What is? You seem tired. Have you been eating right? She's like, are you all right? What is? What? Oh, yes, I was at a business lunch earlier. I am eating right, so don't worry. That's good. If you don't want the applicants to continue increasing, I can temporarily suspend all new applicants. You could also suspend all matchmaking activities and your active membership, too. What would you like to do? Shelby, just admit it. You want to suspend. The president continued to make a serious expression while groaning. He looked down with a worried face and then looked up at me. I'd like to discuss something with you. And can we go and have dinner tonight? Oh, tonight? Did you have prior plans? I do. I was going to celebrate with Clarice and Gil. I'm sorry, I do have plans with Clarice and a friend. I see. I'm sorry for asking while you were busy. Then let's talk tomorrow morning. Oh, he gets up the balls to do it, and then we're like, I got plans, and he's like, but then he wouldn't have said anything anyway. You're right. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to start a phone meeting soon. I understand. I'll excuse myself now. Yes. I bow and got on the elevator. Before the elevator door shut, I saw the president with an extremely tired expression. Because he was going to take us out to dinner so that he could confess his love, and then he still can't do it. I suppose there wasn't a chance to begin with. I felt quietly dejected the whole time she was talking about the other members. The eloquent yet emotionless way she describes the other applicants was so proper that it made me feel pitiful. Normally, when a woman introduces other women to a man she has feelings for, there would be some awkwardness. But there wasn't a speck. We're really good at hiding it. In other words, she thinks nothing of me. Oh, you don't know that. During the date, she seemed to have enjoyed it. But now I'm second-guessing myself if that was just my own misunderstanding. Here's the thing. You might fail miserably if you shoot your shot, but they're not kidding when they say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Because if you don't try, you're definitely gonna fail. If you try, you're probably gonna fail too if you're me, so what the hell's the point, actually? You're like, no, but one of these times, never mind, you fail at everything. I fail at everything, my god. But, Shelby, here's the thing. For you, and for, most other people who are real or you have to try. It sucks. Because you're going to get slapped in the face a million times. But, and we know, you're like, God damn it, Shelby, I know for a fact, if you shoot your shot, it's going to be fine. Don't be a quitter. Don't be me, Shelby. Don't be a quitter. Anyway. I'm starting to want to quit the membership or even suspend it for now. It's probably a good idea anyway. But considering it's after that press conference, that'd betray the current CC members. I should wait a little longer. If I'm no longer a member, then she'd definitely not care about me anymore. He's like, I should stay a member so that I have to stay in contact with her. Oh, sweetie. She has a high sense of professionalism as an advisor. I'm sure she cares about me at least partially because I'm a member. He is like, I can stay by her if... I love you. You're so sad. So sad. Like, oh, Shelby. Shelby, you're starting to turn into Gil over here. Like, those thoughts made me feel further dejected. I couldn't say anything to the woman I like, and I feared losing our last bit of connection. It's adorable, though. I love it. I'm just a coward after all. Aren't we all, though? I feel like we'd all be a little bit Shelby in these situations. We're like, no, Shelby is literally all of us. I'm just gonna overthink it, and then I'm gonna talk myself out of ever saying or doing anything because it's just gonna hurt. And then 20 years later, you're like, I used to like you. You liked me too. Oh, okay. And you just realize that you screwed up your whole life. I have never actually had a crush on someone that I talked to then 20 years later, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You always wonder, well, like, what if I said something to that person? Like, where is that person? I don't, though. I'm not normal. Oh. In the end, that's all that I am. Without prestige, no one would bat an eye at me. Oh, sweetie. Oh. Sweetie, I don't know what multi-level marketing scam you fell for, but don't believe them. And that's why I'll continue to work. I'll make the company bigger and establish my status further. But a part of me wants to move forward with these feelings. And that's why I was planning on revealing my true feelings to her tonight. You can still sweep me out my feet at dinner. I didn't think she'd have prior plans. And Clarice was her name, was it? I think she's an employee and works as a systems engineer. He's gonna say something. She's like, oh no, I set her up with Gil. And he's gonna be like, the fuck? It's unfortunate I can't tell her tonight, but there will be another chance. I'll tell her tomorrow morning. I swore that to myself as I looked at my watch. I decided to get ready for the phone meeting. I thought he was just lying about the phone meeting, to be honest. After I finished my work on the dot of my shift, I came to Diner Cutie as planned. Clara's ran into some trouble, so she's going to be a little late. Yeah, okay. She, here's air quotes, ran into some trouble, and she's going to be late. Yeah. Where's Gil? I look around the restaurant and see someone waving at the back. Of course it's Gil. Is if he's wearing his suit. Okay, no, he's dressed normal. But like, if he's dressed in a suit, it's because Clara's like, I'm setting you on a date with Spacey. And he's like, okay. Hey, over here. Gil, sorry to keep you waiting. And no, I didn't wait at all. I've only been here for 6 hours. It's fine. You know he's been there for 6 fucking hours. He's been there for at least an hour. Come on. Hey, where's Clarice? Oh, so he was expecting her. Okay. She ran into some trouble at work, but she said she won't be that late, so don't worry. Oh, sure. Well, that's perfect for me then. It's so funny because he's like, where's Clarice? And she's like, oh, she's coming, don't worry. And he's like, oh, I was hoping she wasn't. And we're like, oh, he wanted to know where Clarice is. He's so in love with her. He's like, it's better for me because I love you and I only want to be with you. And she's like, anyway, Clarice will be here soon. She just misses every time he like confesses, basically. Anyway, go ahead and sit down. I already ordered a few appetizers. Wow, thanks. I'm starving. There was a plate of olives, deep fried pasta, and other small dishes. Deep fried pasta. Okay. I think this should last until Clarice arrives, and I'm impressed at Gil. He's so sincere as usual. Anyway, congratulations! That's amazing you won the Golden Lost York Literary Prize. Oh, yeah, thanks. He puts his hand over his forehead and laughs bashfully. We eat a little as we chatted while we waited for Clarice. 3 hours later, she's not going to show up. Oh god, Shelby's gonna see us on a date with Gil and he's gonna be like, you were with Clarice? Oh! Damn it! Clarice, you ruined everything! Why are you trying? Clarice, damn it. It's now about 7:30. I was driving alone. I suddenly had another meeting in my schedule. It was great timing. If I work, I wouldn't have to worry about not eating dinner with her. He's gonna end up here. It's still too early for the meeting time. And the meeting won't be a business meal or anything, so maybe I should grab something to eat first. He's gonna go right in. That diner cutie's right there. Do you see it right behind his head? Oh my god. Ever since I started living with her, eating real food has become a habit of mine. Eating food has become a habit. Good job, alien! He really is a robot. Huh. People do change. I was sitting in my quiet car while I laughed at myself. I changed my destination and turned the wheel. Found a place to park the car. Yeah, he's going right into that diner. Oh god. Oh god. What's something I can eat quickly? I look around and see a familiar hairstyle inside a shop. And that surprised me. It's Spacey. She's in there. I knew I shouldn't be doing this, but I went closer to take a look. I then gasped, "Oh, he's gonna get the total wrong." He's like, "I thought you were going to dinner with Clarice." Yeah, well, Clarice and a friend. Why does she not tell him, like, "Oh, Clarice and, like, oh, Clarice invited Gil out to celebrate his thing." And he's like, "Gil." And she's like, "Yeah, we used to live together. We were roommates in college." Like, why would you not tell him purposely for this misunderstanding? But, like, because if you said, "Oh, yeah, I'm going out with Clarice and Gil," and he's like, Gil Lovecraft. "Yeah, Clarice, Gil, and I all live together, so we're all friends. So I just wanted to congratulate him on his thing," and like, and then he'd see you together and he wouldn't think anything of it, but now he's gonna be like, "You lied to me, it was a date. You're dating Gil," and like it just ruins everything. Oh my god. What the fuck, game? Stop it! Anyway. She was there all right, but she was with a man. She's with Gil. It was questionable. I thought she was going with another woman called Clarice today. But the one in front of her definitely is not a woman. She was lying to me. I felt a dull shock as if someone hit me on the head. I never thought she would lie to me. Oh, Shelby. Oh, we're gonna have a fight now. And it was Gil Lovecraft that she was with. The one who just won the Golden Lost York Literary Prize. I see. I can understand this hurts him, but we said Clarice and a friend. We never just said Clarice. But again, so she is the same as the rest of them. It's all about the status. Oh my god, Shelby! Does he not know that we knew Gil in college? I mean, I guess he doesn't. She prefers a man who won a famous award rather than some president of a random company. Oh, Shelby. This hurts my heart so bad. I just want to hug him. You poor stupid thing. Don't be so dumb. Maybe actually admit you have feelings for me, and then I'll be like, good, I have feelings for you. Gil, what? No, Gil loves Clarice. Huh? She prioritized this invitation over mine. Because my invitation, that one was first. Like, that's the polite thing to do. And she lied to me for it. Why did she lie? And did she think she was trying to keep me as a sideman? Oh my god. Ugh. God, you really do need therapy, Shelby. I saw her laughing through the window with lots of emotion. Only a panel of glass separated us, but she felt so far away. Now he's turned into Gil, pining. Oh, dear God. This does hurt, though, because you're like, Shelby, stop! No! But also, Shelby, you need therapy, honey, because, like, you're taking this way out of her, like, you're just way off. A Cupid's first love. Oh. He's gonna break our heart now. Shelby! Damn it. I wake up to the sunlight shining through, and I stretched in bed. Today's a day off, so I got to sleep in for the first time in a while. Still, Gil and Clarice really didn't seem like there was a chance between the two. Last night I tried to stick those two together as Cupid, but Clarice kept her guard up too firmly. There was no opening for Gil to get through to. On top of that, Clarice asked me about my relationship with the president on the way back. Because she found out that the president's single, she's wondering about why I'm so close with him. So sad. What? You were asked out on a date as practice? He's just pretending. I know for sure he's got the hots for you. What? But when we met a client, he introduced me as his managing advisor. Oh? I still think he was just trying to cover it up. Maybe. You also like the president, don't you? Huh? eyes, you wouldn't look that sad about it. Maybe we should admit to him that we have feelings for him. That's what Clara said to me. The president, Shelby likes me? I feel so high school. He likes me? Like, likes me? I told Clarice it wasn't true at the time, but I'm not confident about that answer. Or you just don't want to be. To be honest, I don't understand my own feelings. I've never been this confused since I came down to the human realm. When I think about the president, my heart feels fluffy and prickly at the same time. I don't know the name of this emotion. Speaking of which, I wonder when the president's returning. I was wondering that as I looked toward the door. Yesterday, he said that he wanted to talk in the morning. I didn't confirm what time, but when I came back from celebrating with Gil, the president still wasn't back yet. By the time I went to bed, he still wasn't back. I was worried, so I sent him a message, but he still hasn't responded. But it says that he did read the message. Oh, we're being left on red now! Oh! I'm still worried. I should go to the living room and see if there are any signs he's back. I quickly get dressed and open the door. It's a note. Pack your things and get out. I went to the living room and actually saw the president there. Oh, hey! The wrinkle between his brows, deeper grooves than usual as he looked at me. Good morning. I'm sorry I overslept. Did you wait long? No, it's all right. Taking the day off today. And can you talk right now? I hope he admits his feelings and, isn't just fine, you're in love with Gil. A day off? The president took a day off? Oh my god, are you sick? Do we need to get you to the hospital? Are you okay? I'm worried about you. Are you gonna die? Sobs as we hold him and stroke his hair. He's like, what are you doing? I'm just really worried about you. I love you so much and I want you to die. Are you gonna die? Is that what's happening? He's like, I took a day off. You're like, I know, but that's... Seriously, what's wrong? Did someone else die? What's happening? He's such a workaholic and he took a day off. This must be serious. I was nervous from the serious tone of his voice, and that made me stand up straight. Sure. I gulped, thinking about what he'd be talking about. The president held up the piece of paper that was on the table so that I could see it. That was a contract for my role to play as his wife. Oh, that. This isn't necessary anymore. He says that coldly and rips it down the middle. I didn't even have the chance to stop him. Oh, ouch. Huh? You're now free to go, and this marriage fraud is over. Oh, I feel like we just got divorced and we weren't even real married. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Did you just break up with me? You broke up our fake relationship? The torn contract falls to his feet. I was looking at it, still shocked. I didn't think it would end in such a one-sided way. I enjoyed this life and liked it a lot. The president was the busy prestige parasite, and I enjoyed watching him change little by little. I assumed that the president was also fond of this life. But that was my misunderstanding. The president thought nothing of this life together. Oh, God. And this is like the two of you just... This is the prime example of communication. If you communicated and you just admitted your feelings and then she admitted her... And then... Oh, well, that's a shame because I really enjoyed this life. Or she was open and said that she was going out with Clarice and Gil to celebrate his thing. I'm sorry, but Clarice had already asked me first, and they're my college friends. He would have understood, and none of this would happen. But it's called talking. That's what people have words. This is why we have a thing called language. Okay? We don't just grunt and beat our chest. We use words to communicate with each other, and communication is key. And why does no one ever know how to communicate? The game would be half the length of time if we didn't have these misunderstandings, but for some reason, even though it's I know it's a plot point, it just always makes me so mad because it's always in TV shows and movies and everything, and you're like, again, we'd communicate and this would have been over 3 hours ago. We would have been like, okay, we'd been done with the game, basically. We have to have all these misunderstandings and our inability to communicate. So at the end, when we communicate, we're like, ha ha ha, we could have saved ourselves years of torment if we just communicated. But I feel like people aren't smart enough to really... The underlying thing is don't act like they do in rom-coms. Communicate! And then you wouldn't have to act like that. The moral of all of these stories. Jesus. Anyway. I realized for the first time that I was feeling shock. Shock. But why? And she's not going to say anything. Oh, I really enjoyed this. She's going to be like, okay. And he's like, she doesn't like me. Because she would have said something. And she's like, he doesn't like me or he wouldn't have ripped up the contract. And nobody will open their mouths. So I thought I knew. Even from yesterday's breakfast, I thought I shouldn't rely on him. I see. So I was the only one that liked this life and wanted to stay here. But I shouldn't think of it so selfishly. The president doesn't need me anymore. I understand. I'll leave within the day. I looked down as I returned to my room. Luckily, I didn't bring many things with me, so the packing would go quickly. But I felt so down that I couldn't bring myself to start packing. Just sob for a little while in your bed. Maybe he'll hear you. After she left this house, I was frozen where I was. By the time I realized it, night had already fallen. Oh, we packed our stuff and we left. It's like we really got divorced. I don't like this. Doing nothing is a waste of time. I knew that, but I still couldn't bring myself to do anything. None of her belongings are left here. It's completely gone and back to the way it was. Because of that, it feels cold here. And this is for the best. I'll keep taking advantage of her because of the existence of that contract. I'll turn everything into a clean slate, push her away, and go back to living alone. And that's the best choice. Well, you know, I can't disagree sometimes with that mentality. I'll just die over here in the corner by myself. It's easier. I get it. But also, don't do that. And to be honest, I did want to keep her tied to me with that contract. But that'll steal choices from her. I can't allow the contract to stop her from choosing that man. Oh, we're not going to choose Gil because we just want to beat the poor man around. So when we get to his route and we're like, oh, yay, Gil finally gets what he wants. And then we move on and do 3 other routes after that where we get to kick Gil around again. Like, because of that contract, I'll continue to be fixated on her. And seeing her with another man will bring me no greater pain. I'm sick of all this pain. Oh. If she's gone from my side, I won't be hopeful anymore. I won't be afraid of losing my prestige. Yes, this is for the best. Shelby is like Eeyore right now. Oh! That's okay. I'll just sit over here and cry. I don't want to experience the fear of being abandoned by your loved one. I want to eliminate that possibility by pushing her away. I mean, I get that. Like, you always think, like, oh my god, it'll be so great. Like, relationships are great. And then you're happy. And then they rip your heart out. And you're like, it's the worst feeling ever. I don't ever want to do this again. And then, like, so for a while, you're like, no, I remember how bad. And then all of a sudden, you're like, I know it was bad, but, like, was it that bad? Like, it'll be fine this time, right? And it's never fine this time. See, I get it. Dude, I get it. Like, shit. But I still regret it. I wish I didn't say that. I wish I could have continued that contract. But that would be selfish of me. It's just stupid that neither one of you knows how to use words, but that's nothing but a work contract. Using that to take advantage of her shouldn't be allowed. I wanted to tell her my feelings for her and become a real husband and wife with her. That's so cute. But it's too late for that. It's not. While I was mulling over it, she chose another man. All because my prestige was insufficient. Ah, idiot. No, I'm nothing but a coward that couldn't muster the courage to tell her my feelings. And that is your problem, but that's also Gil's problem and why we never dated him. But even with prestige, she would pay me no heed. But if I had the prestige that I could be proud of even a little, I could maybe have the courage to say it. Oh, you really need therapy, Shelby. Shelby is like the poster child for, like, who needs a therapist. And then a message arrived from someone. I sluggishly take out my phone from my pocket and look at the screen. It said regarding tomorrow's reunion. Speaking of which, I did tell them that I was going to join. In the end, I had put off on responding to whether or not to cancel. I didn't have the courage to contact them. But while I was doing that, I received a message from the organizer that they wanted to use the party hall of Cupid Corps. While I was exchanging messages, I ended up having to join. The day of the reunion's quickly approaching. I suppose it'd be fine to show up for a little. It's going to happen at the office, so I can just show up. If I don't like it there, I can go back to work. But joining in this reunion could put my mind off things a bit. Again, a middle school reunion. The fuck does that? Now that she's not here, it's going to be difficult to get used to living alone again. You go back to your real house, though. And you're always used to living there alone. You know what I mean? This is my vacation house several blocks away. But we did need to take a plane to get from the park, but yet somehow we can manage to take the subway from First Ave all the way to 7th, which is past the park, but we need the plane. I just don't understand the logic in this game at all. The next morning, I was eating breakfast at home for the first time in a while with a sulking expression. Aww. I didn't feel motivated to do anything while I continued to chew on my breakfast. When my stomach started getting full, I felt calmer after a night had passed. Now I'm starting to grow increasingly angry at the president. Isn't that kind of mean? He just canceled it all without discussing it with me first! The president's always like that. He thinks about everything on his own and never relies on others. Jeez, now I'm even more annoyed. You've been scarfing down your food for a while. You okay? Did something happen? Nothing! But you look terrible. I was born this way. You got a lot of nerve saying that with such a cute face. Whatever. Anyway, we should get ready to leave or we'll be late. You got a lot of nerve saying that. I don't care about the company. What kind of logic is that? Now stop sulking. We'll talk it over in detail tonight. I don't have anything to say. Yes, there was nothing. There was no trust or friendship or love. It was just a business relationship. It was cut off with a single piece of paper. We literally sound like someone who's drunk at a bar talking about this whole thing. I love it. I don't care anymore. The president can go and look for love on his own and get married to whoever he wants. I'm done with the food. I'll be going now. Sure. See you later. I grab my bag and head toward the door with big strides. Once I get to the office, I plan on giving the president a piece of my mind as his advisor, just to relieve some stress. She's like, I don't care if he fires me. I'll admit I was wrong and go back to Celestia, whatever. But... What? He suspended his membership? When I got to the office and checked his status, it's now set as suspended. Well, the reason he gave was that he was busy. What am I supposed to do with all these applicants? I shouted that out without thinking, and my coworker in the next desk leaned over to look at my computer. Oh, that? The president already responded to everyone and then sent his status to set his status to suspended. Huh? Did he just double down on his prestige parasite thing and now doesn't care about marriage? I practically checked the emails the president sent to all the female members who applied. This is my privilege as their advisor. I can confirm that his prestige parasite side has worsened. All reasons for rejection he gave was that he wanted to concentrate on work. What should I do? My anger from earlier started getting deflated, and now I felt guilt. I felt disqualified as Cupid. The president trusted me to be his advisor in finding a partner, but ultimately he suspended his membership. I felt shocked at it all, but my coworker next to me looked confused. Why are you so shocked? I really wanted the president to find a wonderful relationship, but I failed him. Now I feel sorry. You're so earnest with work, but there's a chance he's only saying that as a public position. Public position? For example, maybe he has a girlfriend behind the scenes. Huh? Because he got a girlfriend. I hadn't considered that at all. My eyes went wide in surprise. Okay, but this is where we're a fucking moron. Oh my god, if my phone doesn't fucking stop. Like, it just started, but it's like irritating as shit. Like, shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Stop. Jesus. It's annoying. I don't want to hear my fucking text notification beeping constantly. Anyway, because just like one after, ding, ding, ding. Oh my god, stop it. Anyway, like, we're an idiot. What? He got a girlfriend? Oh, okay. We saw him yesterday, and he ripped up the contract. When did he have time to find a girlfriend? When do you think this happened? He didn't go on any dates with anyone. He went on a date with us 2 days later. It's like, we're moving on. Like, I mean, she's going to be like, oh, yeah, he obviously had a girlfriend, and that's why he kicked me out of the house and everything. But it's like, again, when do you think this happened? Anyway, we're an idiot. But anyway. I highly doubt that, though. Okay, good. Never mind. I was like, if she believes that. There wasn't a hint of other women around the president. If there was, I would have noticed it as Cupid and as his advisor. But of course, the possibility of that isn't at zero. Actually, that does make more sense for him suddenly canceling the cohabitation deal. What if he really did find a girlfriend? Oh, see, now we're just being paranoid and crazy. Whatever. He's already suspended his own membership. That's right. My job is to be the bridal advisor. I have to matchmake for people who want to get married. This is not a good role for us to be in right now when people come in, I want to get married. Yeah, well, marriage is stupid! You're just there with them, being happy and supporting them, and the next thing you know, they just cancel their membership. Like, whatever, screw you, Spacey, whatever. Oh, I don't care anymore. No explanations, no nothing. People are like, maybe we should go somewhere else. I have no duty to look after people who have ended that search. I'm curious as to the rejection messages that the president sent, so I looked through all of them. By the time I realized it, it was already nighttime. I did no work. Done. I stretched at my seat and looked back at the work I did today. You actually did work. I received 5 new members today and also interviewed 3 current members. I also sent recommendations to people who have stopped being active. That was the kind of matchmaking work I did. As Cupid, I'm doing the right thing, but I couldn't feel happy about it for some reason. Usually, I'd feel energized whenever I did help matchmake some people. But I have this murky feeling inside of my heart right now. Whatever, I should just get ready to go home. I turned off my computer and got my bag ready. I stand up and my coworker at the next desk pats me on the shoulder. Hey, did you hear? The president is joining in some matchmaking party. It's not a matchmaking party, it's a reunion. I did not see that misunderstanding coming. Like, oh, they're using Cupid cores. Why can't I read? Why can't I speak? I'm like, oh, they're just using Cupid core's banquet for the reunion or whatever. Like, right? Did not even think, oh, then he's gonna go and she's gonna think. Oh, dear God. Huh? Some people saw him go into the party room on the first floor. He's probably going to join. The president at a matchmaking party? But he just suspended his membership earlier. Honestly, they should have reserved for private event or whatever so that people don't think, oh, it's a matchmaking party and I can go in. Because, like... And was there a matchmaking party scheduled for today? I thought he had kept tabs on the matchmaking party schedule, so something about it seemed odd to me. At least she's not totally crazy, but she's still a little bit. Like, she's like, he maybe did find a girlfriend. I don't think so, but, like, maybe. Matchmaking party? There's no is there? Or maybe that's just part of his work, too. Although that's what I thought. It got me curious. If there really was a matchmaking party, I needed to know as his former advisor. Sure. Okay, bullshit. She just wants to know because you're in love with him. I guess I could just take a peek on the way home. It's just on the way. There's no special meaning behind it. I think nothing of the president's search for marriage. I think. Even so, I'm restless as I head to the elevator. I'm walking faster than I usually do. Yeah, no, we're definitely crushing. Like, if I get down there at the exact time, that I can meet him. Yes, I'm getting off the elevator and he's getting on the elevator because he usually shows up at 5:06 and it's 5:05. Oh my God, elevator, hurry up! Oh my God, I'm gonna miss him! Should I run down the stairs? When I entered the party room, I saw many men and women dressed up. Wow, this seems different from the usual parties. The matchmaking parties often have different outfits, and the people today seem to be very friendly with each other. Wait, Wishington Middle School reunion? I saw the sign at the entrance, and it got me confused. I looked for a fellow employee to ask a question. Hi there, I'm Spacey Mirror of the Advisor Department. What party is this? Oh, this is a reunion of the middle school that the president attended. So that's why. No wonder why it doesn't look like a matchmaking party then. This is the middle school that the president went to. In other words, it's a gathering of his old friends. Something about this caused a stir in my heart. What kind of child was the president? What caused him to become the prestige parasite that he is now? Some girl broke his heart in middle school. Before I knew it, I had stepped into the middle of the hall, looking for the president. I saw the president standing in the corner of the room, by himself. No one's talking to him. There's the president. I was about to approach him when I realized he was talking with someone. The president's talking to a beautiful woman. I couldn't tell what they were talking about from far away, but the two appeared to be very close. Probably a girl that dissed him in middle school and sounded like, "Oh my god, now you're rich and I love you." And he's like, "Yeah, I don't think so." The president then made a gentle smile, like a flower blooming gracefully. The moment he smiled, I froze in place. I couldn't approach him further or leave. It felt painful to me. That was a smile he never gave me, and yet he's showing it to someone else. It was a nostalgic, troubled, and kind gaze all at once. I can tell without asking that the woman was someone special to the president. My best friend's sister or something? Yeah. We're over imagining. Oh, I see. He pushed me away so that he would be reunited with her at the school reunion. I was wondering why the president would chase me out without a prior conversation. But now it all makes sense. This part is so painful. It was to approach someone special to him. She could be an old girlfriend. She could be his first love. Or perhaps... For example, maybe he has a girlfriend behind the scenes. It could be a new girlfriend. Huh? I felt something hot stream down my cheek. Why am I crying? I quickly wipe it off with my fingertips and turn away from the president. Like, okay, you know they're going to get together in the end, but this hurts so bad. You're like, no, but Shelby, no, we're not in love with Gil. And we're like, no, he's not in love with her. Oh, stop it, both of you. Stop, you're hurting my heart. I don't like it. Even when he's out of sight, this pain in my heart won't go away. It hurts. I feel sad. I feel sad. Sad. I feel sad. Damn it, Tim, you ruined it. I feel sad. The pain is real. This pain is real for real. I understand now. Also, I'm a little emotional because PMS and shit. So I wondered why the other day. I'm like, I wonder why I was just crying for no reason. I'm like, I'm a little stressed. I'm just crying, and I'm like, is it that time already? Yes, that's exactly why I am just extremely emotional. So normally it's be like, this hurts, and I was like, it hurts a little too much. I'm not gonna cry because I don't let myself, except for that one time in Seven Scarlet. But it's one of those where you're like, oh, this hurts, but it hurts a little more than it should. You're like, oh, why does it hurt more than it really should? I know they're going to be together in the end, but why does this, I don't like this, uncomfortable. And you're like, oh, right. Oh, hormonal. Okay, never mind. I understand now. It finally hit me. I came to a realization. The reason why I wanted to be with the president, the reason I was so shocked when he tore the contract, it was all because I liked the president. Tears streamed again down my cheek. Why did I have to realize this now? If only I realized it while we were living together, I could have told him my feelings. It's so weird. Cupid falling in love? And I wasn't able to realize my own feelings of love. My lips twist out of shape in an effort to hold back tears. But I had no way of holding them anymore. My tears overflowed. The moment I realized my first love was the moment I lost it. That has to suck. I never imagined heartbreak would be so painful. I felt so many people fall in love, but I never experienced it for myself. I've been such a lazy Cupid. This is my punishment. I'm sure of it. I'm the reason marriage rates have been falling. I, as Cupid, didn't even know what love was. That's why everything went wrong. I realized it too late. I hate myself. I wiped my tears and left the hall. I don't think my mood will return to normal anytime soon. No, that's what happens when your heart gets ripped out. And you don't return to normal anytime soon and everything is awful. A little bit earlier, about 15 minutes before Spacey entered the hall, we gotta do this flashback even though we're at time, but it's okay. Do we? Do we? You know what? No. No, I'm going to leave us on the saddest note ever. We're going to leave and be sad, and we're going to find out 15 minutes before. You know what he's talking to her? And he's like, yeah, I'm actually in love with this girl. And he's talking to her about me. And she's like, oh my God, that's so great. And that's why we have that wonderful smile. That's why Shelby has that wonderful smile, because he's thinking about us. That's what we're going to see right now. Meanwhile, we walked in. Twist the knife. But anyway, I'm going to leave you on the saddest note ever, and we'll find out about 15 minutes earlier and whatever in the next part. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.